Canelo Alvarez absolutely demolishes. He destroys, demolishes, controls the fight against Edgar Berlanga as Canelo gets the unanimous decision in a huge event in Las Vegas. The fight going into it, Canelo was the heavy favorite. But tonight, what Canelo did was punish Berlanga through 12 rounds of just pure dominance to continue to show why he is one of the best fighters in the world. This is the Never Drop Podcast, recapping Canelo Berlanga. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. What did you think about Canelo's performance, and who do you want to see him face next? Canelo, he went into this fight angry with the smack talk that Berlanga had been talking, angry with how the media had been portraying who he fights, what he's moving, how he's moving. Canelo had something to prove, and he certainly proved it tonight against Edgar Berlanga. Looking at this fight here, 1 through 12, it was Canelo's fight. Canelo just walked down Berlanga the entire fight. It reminds me to a recent fight, Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. Tank was just walking down Frank Martin the entire night. Same thing Canelo was doing to Berlanga, saying, I'm just going to put tension on you and pressure, not only physically, but mentally. Mentally, you're going to be walking back. You're going to just see me walking towards you for 36 minutes, and you're not going to know what to do. Berlanga was trying his best, but he kept walking himself into the corner. And in the third round, that got to him as Canelo landed a left hook, a sweet left hook, kind of reminder of a Ryan Garcia left hook. Obviously, remember, Ryan trained with Canelo's team for a little bit, about 4 years back. A quick left hook right on the temple that dropped Berlanga in the third round. And you're thinking, oh, wow, this could be over a lot sooner than, say, the 8th round like Canelo predicted. But I will give props to Berlanga. He obviously stayed in this fight. Well, when I say in this fight, up on his feet. He didn't give up. He didn't wave the towel. He didn't go down any more times in the fight. He actually fought and saw the final bell. But he just would not throw his right hand. He was, I think, after he got dropped, he was afraid to throw his right hand for a few rounds as he didn't want to get countered with that left hook again, along with the fact that he was just using the jab. But the jab wasn't bad. The jab was a powerful jab, a snapping jab. Canelo did have a little mark under his right eye, but it wasn't going to be enough to stop Canelo. Berlanga, he was trying everything, trying to be rough. He was throwing his head in to headbutt a little bit. And honestly, I don't mind it because you gotta, in that situation, do outlandish things to try and get a W if you're Berlanga. And trust me, he was trying to do that, but it just wasn't working. Canelo, he would come over the top with a right hand, the left hook, a right uppercut. He was hitting Berlanga with everything. His defense for the entire fight was extremely good. Canelo was just hitting and not getting hit. It was just a really great performance and a showing, a masterclass by Canelo that was missing one thing. It was missing the knockout. This whole event felt like it was an opportunity for Canelo to put the boxing world on notice and say, hey, I'm still the guy. From how the promotion went, he was the trash talk, to even Canelo saying, no, you're going to wait for me because I want a little bit of extra time to warm up. It felt like this whole thing was built up for Canelo to get that knockout win, but he wasn't able to, and that's also props to Edgar Berlanga as he stayed in there. There was times, that 10th round, his trainer was asking, are you even awake? It felt that this fight might not go on much longer, but you got to give it props to Berlanga for staying in and Canelo for the dominating performance. First, very quickly, for Berlanga, I said I think he needs a good performance, a solid performance, and he's going to get some good fights in the future. He did more than that. He's going to get him some good fights. I want to see a Caleb Plant fight, especially after Caleb Plant on the undercard. Look for a video talking about Plant's victory. I think that's a fight with the trash talk, with everything. That would be an exciting fight. But for Canelo, what's next? It's strange because at 168, he's getting the knockdowns. He's just not finishing people as of late. So for Canelo, what's next? 168 is not the greatest division. There's 2 names out there that would produce mega fights. One of the guys was ringside. He tweeted, let me get in there, as Terrence Crawford. He's still aiming for that Canelo fight. Heck, people even say Crawford might retire if he doesn't get the Canelo fight. That's the only thing he wants. And then obviously David Benavidez, but that fight looks farther and farther away from ever happening. I'm not really too sure. I don't even want to talk about that at the moment. But the fight that came up during fight week that Canelo mentioned is he wants the Bivol rematch. Obviously, Bivol has to beat Better Beef, but he wants the Bivol rematch. I don't know if that'd be a 75 or 68. That was a discussion last time they tried to talk about the rematch, so we'll see what's that. But it's just an interesting position for Canelo. Because the Crawford fight, I think he stops Crawford because of weight classes, not because of Crawford's skill. David Benavidez, I don't know. I don't know if this has been Canelo fighting down to the competition or just a declining Canelo. But either way, he put on a showing against Edgar Berlanga in a fight where he dominated, I thought, every round, and just unfortunately was not able to get that knockout. But either way, he continues to show why, hey, he is Canelo in the face of boxing. The event looked amazing. The crowd was incredible. Obviously, he was going against the UFC. We'll see the numbers comparing the two later on. This looked like it did a huge gate for Canelo, so I'm excited. Obviously, when our stars fight, it's a big deal in boxing. And one of the stars, probably the biggest star, is Canelo Alvarez. And he gets the dominating win over Edgar Berlanga. But I'm excited to see what both fighters do next. For Berlanga, he has some choices in the future. And of course, Canelo, man, he could make some mega fights or he can continue fighting these guys like Berlanga that he is heavily favored over. We will see. But for Canelo, great job for him tonight. T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas was on fire for Canelo Fight Night. This has been the Never Drop Podcast. Make sure you comment below, who do you want to see Canelo fight? Make sure you like, subscribe, turn your notifications on, as I'm covering all the boxing news. That's all I got for you today. Peace. I'm out.